Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry about the long wait on this one. Had some personal family issues and a lot of work going on in the off season to get ready for the next one, but here we are. So, going into qualifying here, it's group qualifying as usual. We've got 8 laps. The first 2 are kind of slow laps though, so really only 6 good laps. Just getting some heat in the tires here, so that first lap was still slow off of warming up, and now we're starting to get some heat in the tires, but cars coming on and off the track are going to impact our lap times a little bit. Finally get a couple clean laps here, so down into the ones. And our last lap of qualifying are 15.106. So that'll post us P1 for qualifying. We'll head out into the heat race for a full invert on the heat race.
Town, Meridian, Legends. Green, 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 here we go. Oh, Weller in the 95. Thought about going 3 wide, wisely backs out. Lap number 1, early in this one. Phipps on the high side. Gonna go up and around Nelson in the 37 in. Monroe trying to do it as well. Here comes Austin Murphy. Looks like the high line gonna be the place to be. Getting stuck there behind Stiller. So going to be a Highline freight train towards the front. Paxton Giles, your race leader. Peyton Weller in the 95, holding on to that second spot, but you've got Phipps, Nelson, Monroe, Murphy, heavy hitters coming up fast. 5 laps to go. 2 laps in to your 7-lap heat race. Paxton Giles, here comes Nelson underneath Ryan Phipps. Nelson going to make himself some room there. Great job, great racing with your Domino's Legends tonight. Austin Murphy going to try to do the same as Murphy and Monroe. They're putting on a battle outside the top 5. 3 to go. This time by 3 laps away for your Domino's Pizza Legends tonight. Weller, she's going to have to pick a line here soon as she's got Nelson right up on the rear bumper. Peyton Weller going to have to pick a line. Nelson helps her, makes her pick the high one there as we roll through 3 and 4. Paxton Giles, Ryan Phipps, tire to tire, fender to fender. White flag gonna fly this next time around. Austin Murphy, oh, Peyton Weller all over the racetrack. Spins out of the way, PBT Auto Sales. Caution is out for Pigeons. Heat race, final one of the year, coming.
Tyler gets into my bumper there a couple times, and Phipps doesn't really go off the restart, so bit scuffed, but with 1 lap to go, I try to make a move for a second here. Dive underneath Phipps, and he just drives down on top of me. I had position, and he just kept coming down, and I had nowhere to go. So off to the main event, full invert.
Paxton Giles, bringing them around for the final time in 2024. Green, green, green. We are Legends racing. Here we go. Paxton Giles, your early race leader. Daly driving it in there. Peyton Weller, Andrew Tuttle. A little beating and banging for third. Tuttle, Weller, and now the 17 machine of Mason Nelson rolling in there. One of our visitors from out of town. Love it when they come. Go Legends racing with us in the concrete jungle. Good looking field of Domino's Legends on a championship Saturday night here at Meridian Speedway. The torch, Tyler Monroe trying to work his way through. In the 16. Man, look at the traffic though as they dive into turn number 1. Nose to tail, fender to fender. Working their way through. 3 laps into your 33-lap main event of the year. Giles, your race leader. And then it is all up for grabs from there on back. Nelson making a move. Here comes Tuttle. Peyton Weller pretty comfortable at the moment in 4th place, but she's got some heavy hitters bearing down on that rear bumper right now. Canyon Ashley making a move towards the front. The 5 of Ryan Phipps also getting that car rolling on the high line to the front. Dylan Wardle going to follow Ryan Phipps. Wardle, Phipps driving it into turns 1 and 2. Mid-pack battle for your Domino's Pizza Legends tonight.
Pay attention to TJ coming up here. Gets into the back of McCall there. And ends up causing that pile up. Fortunately, though, the track must not have seen that initial contact because he ends up not losing any positions.
Heavy traffic throughout the field here as your Domino's Legends work their way towards their final laps of the season. Mason Nelson, your race leader. Andrew Tuttle now hanging on to that 2nd spot. Peyton Weller looking to the inside, though. That's going to be a battle for 2nd place. They dive into 3 and 4. Canyon Ashley, the torch Tyler Monroe, driving it in as well. Side by side, Monroe going to take a look at the inside as he rolls into turns 3 and 4. Three wide, turn number 1. Austin.
So you see Phipps there. Again, just drives kind of straight up into Tuttle, causing that accident. Must not have known he was there, but again, the track didn't see the contact, so no penalty again. I get under Phipps here again, all the way side by side, but I knew he was going to do the same thing as the heat race. Drove me underneath the curb there. Was able to avoid the wreck this time though.
Which trying to work his way down low. Monroe and Weller getting ready to do battle. Torch Tyler Monroe. 2nd night in that car. Rolls into 2nd place. 20 to go. Sets his sights on race leader Mason Nelson tonight. 16. Now 15 laps to go for Nelson, making the trip out of the great state of Nevada to come racing with us here on the Trunk or Treat Grand Finale, and he is walking away. Tyler Monroe, the Torch, going to try to reel him in. A couple of fast race cars, turn 3 and 4. Yellow flag flies for your points leader, Leon Tritle, tonight. So Leon struggling after being involved in that incident with Wardle and McCall. 15 laps on the Pepsi-Cola scoreboard.
You can see here both myself and Joe are trying to point out that Peyton's car is blowing up and she's blowing oil all over the track. You can see the smoke coming off of her car. And you'll see on my camera too that the oil starts building up and it gets all over my visor because I don't have a windscreen on my car, so oil all over my visor, all over my car, all over the track, all over our tires, just everywhere. But they didn't want to send her off the track, so it's something we just have to deal with.
3 and 4. Leon Tritle trying to work his way back towards the front at the back of the pack. Austin Murphy, he's working in there as well on the 95 of Weller now up front. Monroe, though, hanging with that 37 of Nelson. The last time, Nelson kind of walked away from everybody. This time, about a car length, maybe 2, between Tyler Monroe and Mason Nelson for the top spot for your Domino's Pizza Legends. Battle for third. Austin Murphy puts it underneath Peyton Weller. So Austin would love to finish the year in victory lane as he goes low into turns 1 and 2. Weller, Murphy, tire to tire, fender to fender. Austin Murphy takes over the podium spot as he drives it in to turns 3 and 4. You
can really see the oil built up. I haven't noticed it much on my visor at this point because I'm so focused in, but it'll become an issue.
Nelson still steady with about a 2-car length lead. We're going single-digit laps next time around. Nelson, Monroe, Murphy, your top 3 Domino's Pizza Legends on a championship Trunk or Treat Saturday Grand Finale here at the Meridian Speedway tonight. Turn number 1, single file, everybody looking good, 8.5 laps to go. Monroe doing all he can. He picked up a win a few weeks ago at the Motorplex. He would love to win one here at home in that Domino's Pizza Legends machine. Austin Murphy, though, is actually the man closing the gap. Murphy rolling right up on the rear bumper of Tyler Monroe, so there could be a battle for second spot. Bruin with 7 to go. 7 laps on the Pepsi-Cola scoreboard, and around goes Peyton Weller, your 4th place.
So with this caution, I notice all of the oil on my visor, but for some reason my brain is telling me that it's water. I thought it was sprinkling. So I tried to wipe it off and ended up smearing it across my whole visor to where I couldn't see through it anymore. So I've got to race the rest of this race with my visor up and my eyes almost completely closed to keep the wind out. So I'm not quite as fast as I was before this caution, but I'm still going to try and get it done. Also, on that restart there, TJ's bumper, I noticed, was not held on. It wasn't bolted on the right side, so I didn't want to be too close to him and accidentally knock it off or put a horn through my radiator, so I started that restart way far back and ended up having a very poor restart.
6 laps away.
You can see the right side of his bumper there just kind of hanging. So I got to be really careful not to touch him. TJ slips up a little bit there, gives me a little bit of opening, so I dive it in here into one and make a little bit of room for myself with just a couple laps to go.
White flag this time around. One more lap in the 2024 Domino's Legends season. Mason Nelson out of turn number 4, checkers in the air. Austin Murphy, the torch, and Leon Trido.
So unfortunately there for Mason, his car was too low after tech inspection, and he was disqualified, so we do come away with the win, but not a win on the track. So anyway, thanks you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.